Before we start this video, I would like to remind you guys to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every week. Also ring that little notification bell. That way you will always get notified when a new video is out. So this week's video is going to be about monthly food shopping and how you can save time, money and food waste by doing so. So each month after payday, me and Howard do a big monthly shop online. It costs a little bit of cash to get the thing home delivered from the grocery shop that we normally use. But if you compare that to having a car, it is so much cheaper. If you're just having a car to kind of like go to the shop, it's not worth it. And also it tends to make you walk or use your bike a lot more. So it is actually healthier as well not to own a car. When we do the monthly shop, we try to buy like bulks of things that we know we're definitely going to use and things that can stay fresh for a long time. Then we buy fresh stuff that will last for a couple of days, and then we kind of top up on the fresh stuff throughout the month. Doing a monthly or a weekly big shop will make you less likely to impulse buy things when you go to the store. I generally always pick up something that I did not plan to buy when I go to the grocery shop. Buying it online makes it more kind of restricted. You only search for the items that you really are going to use and that you were planning to use, instead of seeing things on the shelf that makes you want to purchase a lot more than what you planned originally. You also don't have to constantly carry home really heavy grocery bags, which is something I personally hate doing after work. So monthly shopping, guys. I always have a little list in my phone where I fill in things that I notice that we run out of. Most online shops also let you have a shopping list in your account. All the ingredients that can sit in the cupboard, in the fridge or in the freezer for a long time, I put down in the monthly shop. All these things that I know that we will definitely use every single month. Yes. When you go grocery shopping, regardless if it is shopping online, shopping in the supermarket or however you are shopping, remember to think about the fact that it should not be a chore to do your food shopping. It's actually a luxury, and a lot of people on this planet does not have the luxury to go into a shop and just pick out whatever they want to eat. 1/3 of all the food that is being purchased is actually going straight down into the bin. That is ridiculous, guys. That is so ridiculous. And we definitely need to change that. I find that the monthly shop will make me buy a lot of things that can last for a long time, and that way we reduce the food waste and we also keep our food budget down. If you think about it, 1/3 of the food that we buy going down the bin, that is actually 1/3 of your money going straight down the bin. So I've done my food shopping, and so my food delivery will arrive tomorrow, and then we will pack everything up and you can see exactly what I bought and I explain why I bought it. See you guys tomorrow. The food delivery is arriving in a little while, and what I'm gonna take the opportunity to do before it arrives is making sure there is enough space in my cupboards and in the fridge and in the freezer. And this is also a great opportunity to really just check what I have there, and maybe just, I need to eat some lunch, so maybe I'll just like grab a few things that I can kind of finish off so that it gives more space in there for the big delivery. Alright, so the cupboard is all like cleared up now. These ones I can eat now for lunch. Some hummus here as well that I can eat for lunch. Leftover chickpeas, I could eat those as well. Hello, yeah? Okay. Hey. Okay, so that was the delivery guy. I'm gonna pop down and get all the bags with the delivery. Okay, this looks like so much, and I mean it is, but at the same time it isn't, because if you think about how many times you go to the shop to get groceries in a month, it quickly adds up. Yeah, now we don't have to go to the supermarket so many times. One thing I do not like with shopping like this is the fact that they put like so few things in these bags. Like, look at this bag, this is ridiculous. They got one thing in here. There is a lot of bags, but in some of the bags it's like one item or 3 items and so on. And I've actually complained about this and said like, why do you send me so many bags? I don't need that many. And then they said it's like each section has to like pack, and then they can't put anything else in those bags. They had some explanation. Hello darling, you're inspecting this, are you? Well, anyway, that's what they said about the bags, so I guess, I mean, I could complain maybe one more time about so many bags being used, but anyway. I like doing the home delivery, my monthly food shop, and so now we're going to go through the stuff that I bought. And first, I'm going to unpack the frozen stuff. And so the broccoli I'm using for like soups, chilies. I'm using it, I just steam them lightly to have with maybe like the soya meat here with some sauce. The blueberries I eat almost every morning on my porridge or with my cereal. These green soybeans I use when I make kimchi fried rice, or when I make a stir fry, which I'm using all these vegetables for. The green beans is a great side, just lightly steamed or just cooked lightly in the microwave. The same with these other beans. So what I really like with buying these frozen veggies is the fact that they won't go off because they're in the freezer, they're safe there. Things that are not in season, like in Sweden at the moment, it's not season for almost any vegetables because it's winter here. And these vegetables, they are picked and harvest when it's season for them. So also it's cheaper to buy the frozen stuff, and because they won't go off so easy, it will be cheaper that way as well, because you don't have to waste any of the veggies that are lying about in the fridge getting bad and going off. And you always know that you got loads of veggies if your freezer is stocked up on them. So yeah, I'm gonna pop those in the freezer now so they don't melt. So I bought a couple of things that are fresh that is going in the fridge, and these were the things that I bought. Some vegan butter, plain yogurt, which we eat pretty much every day, tofu, potatoes, carrots. If there is one vegetable that I could not live without, it would be carrots. Like, I could use it for just anything, and they're very cheap as well, so get a big nice bag of carrots when you do your monthly shop. Sweet potato I always order because it also keeps fresh in the fridge for a long time. And sweet potatoes is the same as with the carrots. You can use them in so many different ways. You can bake them in the oven, you can roast them, you can have them in a curry, in a stew, in a soup. You know, it's just like only your imagination can put a stop to where you can use your sweet potatoes. Cabbage, another great ingredients to stock your fridge with. It will keep fresh for a very long time, and you can use it for pretty much anything. Oven roast it, make a salad with it, stuff your sandwiches with it, make a coleslaw. It's just great, and it tastes amazing. The only things that I really bought that can go off within a couple of days is a cucumber and these spring onions, and we will use those, like, I have no doubt, in the next couple of days. Alright, just pop in all of this in the fridge. Alright, so now we're down to cupboard food, and there is quite a lot of things that is going in the cupboard, so I'm just going to dash as much as possible out here so I can show you what I bought and why. I found another bag with fresh stuff. I forgot that we bought these oranges. I wouldn't do a monthly shop without getting loads of onions and garlic. This is seriously like, we go through a bag of onions in like a week. Serious, we eat so much onion. Then we also got some ginger, which is great for curries, chilies, stir fry, making ginger tea when you have a cold, or you know, if you're in pain somewhere, it helps as well. Lemons and limes, which we use a lot as well. We drizzle some over a salad or a curry or a chili, or even in your stir fry, use it for dressings. Always great to add a little bit of vitamin C to your vegan or vegetarian food. Helps to take up iron in what you're eating. So this is all the cupboard food. We got some coffee, some Oatly, which I use for my coffee every morning, and we use for making sauces, some regular like soy milk as well. We got loads of chopped tomatoes, which we use for stews, for curries, for chilies. Always great to have loads of that at home. Canned beans, loads of different types. We got mixed ones, we got chickpeas, we got white beans. Here is some red lentils, which is great for making lentil soup. We got black beans that are dried that I'm going to cook myself and put in the freezer once there is some space in there. Black beans are great in all like Mexican food. We got some walnuts, which I eat every morning with my porridge or my cereals. It's loads of omega-3 in those, which is very important when you are vegan. Loads of great fat acids there. These lentils as well, which is great for making a pasta bolognese. These instant noodles Howard loved to eat when he comes home from work. We got some dried fruit, some dried apricots, which is it's really good to like snack on or just to have in your porridge. Same with the raisins, we always get a lot of raisins. Vegetable stock cube, making flavors more intense. Some chia seeds, sometimes I make chia pudding, sometimes I just pop a little bit of that in my breakfast porridge. Roasted broad beans, which I like to snack on in between meals. Some bread actually, which is fresh ingredients. And here is some more bread. This I normally put in the freezer, but we didn't have space, so I'll put the bread in the freezer if we don't end up using it all before it goes off. Some rice, pasta here. I like eating bean pasta, that gives you a little bit extra protein. Except from all this stuff that I showed you now, I also got a few items that I'm not going to use anytime, hopefully soon. In Sweden, you are recommended to have a little box with food and with items that you can use in case there is some kind of crisis. For example, if there is a major like electricity power cut for a longer time. And we have had a little box with food like this, like always since we moved to Sweden. But after we went on our big road trip in America, we were really broke, and so we kind of emptied all our cupboards and also that little emergency box with food. Oh, that was my light going, I need to charge that up. I haven't topped that up until now, but I have been thinking every month like we need to top that up. I mean, it's very unlikely that something like this happens. Hello Bowie, you're right there, darling. I mean, hopefully we never need to use it, but it's there and you can renew it like every year because it's all things that last for a really long time. In my vegan emergency bag for unexpected circumstances, I will have, this is why I ordered all the water. The water will just go in the cupboard because, I mean, the first thing that you will need in case there is an emergency, if the water stops running in the tap, you're pretty screwed. So we got some water that we can just have in the cupboard. Then I got like just some juice, pop that in there. It's a big pack of crisp bread, peanut butter, patty, vegan patty. Also put in the cupboard these quick macaronis that only cooks in like 2 to 3 minutes, and some of these instant noodles, apricots in like a can, oatmeal with the lingonberry jam, milk boxes in this emergency bag. This like blueberry soup can go in there as well, and this sweet corn, massive jar of pickled onions, pickled cucumbers, and I will also put some dried fruits in that little emergency bag. Okay, I just have to like pack all of this away now into my cupboard. Chickpea flour as well. Very good for making vegan omelets, for example, making vegan eggs. So the last thing I'm going to do now is just put this emergency bag up into the cupboard up here. Pop in the water in there as well and the juice. Alright guys, that was everything from me today and yesterday. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I've given you some inspiration how to think and what to get when you're doing a bigger monthly or weekly shop. As I said to you yesterday, remember that food shopping is a luxury, it's not a chore, but you can also just make it a little bit easier for yourself. If you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week. Alright guys, see you next time, bye!